March 29th. Begin with the starter, please. This will tell me whether you properly close read documents A and B from last week. Okay. So please complete them now, or not those now, but complete the starter now. Which of the following is true based on document A? It's a newspaper article. The author is biased. The source is from Gandhi. Document A is a secondary source. The date of the document is March 1935. And based on the document, Gandhi's actions were successful because he showed respect towards Great Britain. Is that a true statement? Okay, so this is all literally from your document analysis sheet. This is all like, as I completed this and made this up, I looked at the document analysis sheet and I just asked some questions based on that. So if you completed that, this should be straight. If you completed that properly and you acquired that and have that skill, you should be good to go here. So go ahead and do that now. I will move on to the next question in just a second as well. All right, next question. Question 2.
Change your name.
Which of the following is true based on the text portion of document B? So document B, you had two documents. You had the top part, which was the text portion, and then you had the bottom part, which was the photograph. Okay, so the text portion, if it's a primary source, you can obviously check that one. Is the source Gandhi? Is he like the author? Okay, the creator. If so, you'll check that one. The author is biased. And then last option here, based on the document, Gandhi's movement was successful because of the participants' ability to fight back with force. All right, so answer that question, please. And then lastly, this is the photograph one. Which of the following is true based on the photograph portion of India DBQ document B? Type of document, a letter. The source, Javeri. Document is a primary source, and the date is May 1930. All right, go ahead and complete that now. I'll give you a little bit of time because I know that that's quite a bit. It's a little bit more involved. So go ahead and do that now, please. Yeah, let me know when you're done, please. All right, let's move forward here. Summary page. We're going to continue to analyze the impact of Gandhi's actions in India and look at why they were successful. So we're going to break down his actions and identify the reasons why they were successful, which is the big question of our DBQ this unit. Use primary and secondary sources to interpret various historical perspectives. We already looked at a few primary sources already with Gandhi's letter. We looked at the photograph. You look at the correspondent, like a reporter's eyewitness account, okay, of the Salt March. Unit is Asia. Statement of inquiry: governance throughout time and place impacts expression. And then synchronous work today. I gotta change that. It is not March 27th. It is March 29th. The starter. Then documents C and D. And lastly, the ticket out the door. Okay, so you know how to do these documents now, or you should. Okay, all right. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but let's go ahead and move to document C right now. Okay, let's move to document C right now in the analysis sheet. So everybody go there, and I'll model it for you. Okay, I'll model it. All right, here we are. All right, go to NC EdCloud again. Clever. Log in with NC EdCloud, please. And then you take a look at, and I got almost all the work posted for this entire week. I may even have posted some things for the week we get back from spring break, or maybe it's not published yet. I'm not exactly sure, but just make sure you're always doing the current day's work based on the date, okay, not the last thing in Canvas. Okay, go to your assignments. And here's where we're at, right? What made Gandhi's nonviolent movement work? And already, if we look at documents A, based on, let's do this. Let's review real quick. Put in the chat, y'all. Based on document A, why do you think Gandhi's nonviolent movement worked? How could you use this document to help you answer that question? What was so, like, what made it successful, in your opinion? Right? What do y'all think? Put in the chat. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's get multiple responses here, and then we'll break down your responses. Why was Gandhi's nonviolent movement successful based on document A? So yeah, I got some private responses in the chat as well. So I'm going to share some of those. So he treated the British people with so much respect. It's almost like always with, I mean, calling them friend, always like nonviolent in their actions, saying, I don't want to hurt you, but I need to hold up a mirror in front of you so you can see the way you're treating us. And that's what he did, was he just wanted to hold up a mirror so they could see exactly what they were doing and put the spotlight on them and the way that they're treating the Indian people, not, using force against them, which is just crazy. It's powerful, profound. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Document B. This is the same thing. I mean, I'm gonna read some of this here because this is all right. So this first one, May 21st, 1930. This is a reporter. Okay. And here's the deal. What do y'all think? Do y'all think this reporter is biased or unbiased? They're a foreign correspondent. If we look right here, foreign correspondent. This titled "They That Turned the Cheek." You think biased or unbiased? Yeah, like point of view. Like, what do you think? Yeah, I think unbiased as well, because they're just a foreign correspondent. It's somebody from outside India that is there to report on the situation. Okay, so they're seeing all this. They're not British and they're not Indian. Okay, so they're just reporting on the details. But look at this. Scores, which is like many of native police, rushed upon the advancing marchers. So all they did, the Indian people, was march, okay, towards the salt, basically, okay, the salt works, like this company that was extracting salt. They advanced, and the police rained blows on their heads with their steel shod or clubs. Not one of the marchers, would you do this? Not one of the marchers even raised an arm to fend off the blows. Imagine a club coming down on your head and you don't even raise your arms to block it. You just take it. Okay? The survivors, without breaking ranks, silently and doggedly marched on until struck down, over and over and over again. The blankets used as stretchers were sodden with blood. My goodness. Imagine seeing this as a reporter, right? I mean, I can't even fathom. At times, the spectacle of unresisting men being methodically bashed into a bloody pulp sickened me so much that I had to turn away. The Western mind finds it difficult to grasp the idea of non-resistance. In the middle of this being beat, they did nothing but continued to march. Okay? All right. And then here's an image leading up to this event, I believe. Okay. All right. I mean, that's whew. So based on, let's do this, based on document 2. If we're at the analysis sheet for document B, let's say that first one. Go down here. From the factor observation, how does this information help you answer the question? What made Gandhi's nonviolent movement work? Okay. Go ahead and put it in the chat, please. And we don't have buckets yet. We've not labeled any buckets yet because I want you to develop your own buckets. Okay. All right. But what from this art from B, what made his nonviolent movement work? What do y'all think? Put in the chat. Anybody? Let me ask you this question. Who's watching this happen? Who's watching this happen? Anybody? Who's watching this happen? So if we look at this, yeah, maybe Americans, but you look, the guy's talking about the Western world. This journalist is there. He's writing a newspaper article on it. Someone's taking a photograph. This is being shared throughout the world. Who's the world going to start to hate? Who's the world going to start to hate as a result of this? Are they going to hate the Indian people and think they're terrible people? No, they're going to hate the British for they're beating these people down and they're doing nothing but marching for salt. That is it. That's all they're doing. So they're going to start to build this momentum and people are going to choose and be on their side instead of the British. Even the British people are going to say, what are we doing? Okay. All right. Let's continue here. So you can think of a bucket for that, think of a bucket and what bucket do you think that would go into? All right, here we go. Document C. You know the drill. Okay. I hope you do. I hope you know. Done this so much. Read it through one time. Number the paragraphs or sections. Reread each paragraph and highlight. People purple, numbers blue, places green, other important information orange, and then a hashtag, and then go to the analysis sheet, please. Okay. And then go to the analysis sheet. Okay. And then let's look at document D here real quick. And this is the last document already. Okay, there's the last document. I'm going to play the music. I'm going to complete this as well so you can see it on the screen and it'll be on the video. I'm just going to go through. I'm not going to do any commentary. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to play the music, mute everything, and just kind of do the work myself so you can watch if you need any assistance. Okay.
took you for granted, only now I understand it, yeah, yeah. Gone in the wind and now the wind just makes me panic, yeah, yeah. I'm all alone in isolation, and the only thing I'm testing is my patience. Thankful I'm alive and waiting, yeah, yeah. I'll front your place, I hide emotions, but can't match depression. You get me high, I'm at your gate, I missed our close connection. Hope I'm not banned from trying again to make it work. I lost you first, make matters worse. I lost my job, I'm non-essential, maybe. Don't watch that.
All right, so as I was reading, I just finished my close reading of the document. I've not moved on to the analysis sheet yet. So let me encourage you, if you are, let's say if you finished 5 minutes ago, you may not have gone as in depth in the close reading as I would prefer, okay? I didn't go slow, but I also didn't go extremely fast either, okay? I went through and went line by line, sentence by sentence, word by word, and annotated, highlighted the text. I may have missed a few things here and there. That's okay. That is okay. I may have highlighted something or maybe slightly the wrong color. You know, you can, that's not extremely important to me, okay? But if you look, and then at my hashtag, my first hashtag is imprison me. Who asks to be thrown in jail and given the heaviest penalty? Only Gandhi, I think. Like, hey, you're throwing all these people in jail? I'm worse than them. Put me in jail. Give me the heaviest penalty. That's what he's asking them for. Okay. And then the second one is happy in jail. Perfect happiness and peace. That last line of the second paragraph. Okay. So, I mean, that's whew. And then we can go to the analysis sheet. And I'll continue. I'll work on this here. Y'all keep working too. Move on to D when you're ready as well.
The hands of me, we should be closer. Why you be distant? You hate what we've become, but you love what we plan to be. I'm focused, but still randomly my thoughts are swayed. My whole life's an awkward phase. In short, I say
we don't make the mistakes that we used to. They've been replaced by something useful, but I'm still strange. Nothing's changed. We told lies, now we're truthful. Can't go back to what we used to, but I'm still strange. Nothing has changed.
I'm at a loss, thought I was better off than other people. I could go jogging, all that I want, I can't run away from me though. Am I evil or ignorant? Out of my mind or tenements. Want it back the way it was, never back me with benefits. I'm letting go of my ego and replace it with something that's generous. We should go chase after happiness and believe that it should come with the membership. Found out that freedom was limited, said we equal, not the truth we pretend it is. Could it be something lethal? Can't lose you, yeah, I need you. Fighting for you on the front lines. When we get through it, we gon' reform. Communicating like we need to. Keep it transparent, baby, see through. Kept off what we kept on. Got a choice now, what should we do? Don't repeat when we reborn.
We don't make the mistakes that we used to. They've been replaced by something useful, but I'm still strange. Nothing's changed. We told lies, now we're truthful. Can't go.
All right, take a look and see what you had here for. So here's the deal. Document C is not the title of the document. Okay, for me, I didn't really see a specific title, but I just copied the kind of the source, reflections about Johannesburg, South Africa, because Gandhi lived in South Africa for a little bit, because there was a large Indian population there, and he went there to and he helped with the protests and the fight for freedom for the Indian people, or the rights of the Indian people there. Okay, hopefully you have sources. Gandhi, type of document. I said maybe a journal. Okay. Date of the document, January 1908. Author is Gandhi. Primary source, because this is written at the time by Gandhi himself. And he's biased because he is Indian, fighting for the rights of the Indian people. Okay. It doesn't mean his views are wrong. It just means he's biased. He's writing from a specific point of view that is heavily involved in this situation. Okay. I am going to move us to the ticket. Actually, let's continue here. All right. One direct quote. Let's go back here and see. Oh, it's that last one for me. Passing his term in jail and perfect happiness and peace. What? Like, who does that? Okay. And he didn't just do this. All of the other people did too. He was a leader that got them to do that. So put the meaning of the quotation in your own words. Gandhi and other protesters were willing and happy to go to jail if it meant change. All right. It's kind of putting that into my own words. Inference. If I'm going to infer something, what can I infer? I'm going to infer that Gandhi and the protesters took the power away from the government by being willing and happy to go to jail. All right? It kind of just takes the power away from them. Like, fine, doesn't matter to me. Put me in jail. I want to go to jail. Then what do you do? What do you do to give them like a consequence or to hold the power against them? All right? It's like all of a sudden, as students, you're like, hey, can you kick me out, Mr. George? I did something wrong. You kick me out? Well, now I can't kick you out because you want to be kicked out. You just took the power away from me. No, I'm not going to kick you out anymore. Right? Like, no, you can't go over to Miss Lloyd's room. Now you got to stay in here and be punished by not being kicked out of my room. Right? Or something like that. Or give me a lunch detention, Mr. George. I want a lunch detention. I'm going to call you bluff, though, and give you lunch detention anyways. All right? How does this document help answer the question? Gandhi's movement was successful because they were willing to go to jail for change. Something like that. What bucket? I'm going to let you decide what kind of a bucket this could be. All right. I just did document C for y'all. I wasn't going to do that. I shouldn't have done that. But y'all got to do document D. All right. And make sure y'all looking at the bottom right corner. Should say like loaded and saved and different things. If you're having issues, take screenshots of your document if it's not going to save or if it's not saving properly. Okay. Just make sure that you're doing that. But let's go to the ticket out the door, y'all. Ticket out the door. Everybody go there now.
Back to what we used to, but I'm still strange. Nothing has changed.
All right, here we go. Ticket out the door. Objective, unit, statement of inquiry, and then asynchronous work. Be careful, y'all. There's two of them there that you'll need to choose from. All right. Thank you.